Hey, what's going on? This is Ryan. So what I want to talk about right now is digital marketing in 2016. And just to put this right up front, I'm not a guru on this or anything like that necessarily. I've been in the digital marketing game, the online marketing game, whatever you want to call it, for almost 3 years now. I've done a lot of research. I've been making money online for quite some time now. And I just want to give you my personal thoughts on going into 2016, and we'll also get on the interwebs here, get on the computer, and we'll go over some data, okay, some stuff that I would like to share with you as far as digital marketing and also social media, stuff like that, some trends and things that are going on right now. 2015 was definitely the year of mobile phones, okay? The year of mobile, because Google basically announced that mobile searches surpassed desktop searches, okay? So basically for the first time ever, if you were to look on a graph, if this is desktop searches, we're starting to go down in 2015, and mobile actually crossed over and passed over desktop searches, meaning that more people are on their cell phones, they're on their tablets, researching, consuming content, things like that, okay? And also Google came out with, in 2015, Google came out with the mobile get-in algorithm, something like that, which basically penalized any website that isn't optimized for mobile. So if you're someone that your website wasn't optimized for mobile, you probably noticed that you got penalized or pushed down in Google, because Google's like, get out of here, you're not optimized for mobile. Boom. So what I want to do right now is just go ahead and hop on my computer there and go over some data, go over some specific stuff that you should probably be paying attention to going into 2016 within your digital marketing endeavors. All right, so let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so here we are over at Google Trends. All right, just go to Google and type in trends, or go to google.com/trends, and you're going to get this cool tool. I love using Google Trends. Okay, if there's something going on social media, or if somebody's talking about, whatever, anything that's coming up that's new, that there's a buzz going around, you're going to be able to see data on exactly where the trend's going, if it's going up, if it's going down, if it's a sideways trend, stuff like that. One of the things that I did want to talk about going into 2016 is content marketing, because yes, it is kind of a big deal. All right, I know content marketing isn't anything necessarily new, but if you don't know much about content marketing, you definitely should be doing content marketing. And basically what that is you can do content marketing on a lot of different mediums, like say a blog, a YouTube channel, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. As long as you're just providing valuable content that your avatar, your ideal client wants to consume, that's what you need to be doing, because you're going to be able to get on a personal level with your ideal client. They're going to, know, like, and trust you. And, nowadays you can't really just put an ad out there and just say, buy my stuff. Like, people aren't tolerating that as much nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, just sending an email, or, well, maybe email's a little bit different because it's kind of a warm market. But as far as, putting your message out there, you need to be able to provide value, give people what they want, prove your value first, and give them something of value, content essentially, and then eventually they'll warm up to you and then want to buy from you whatever it is that you have to offer. In my personal opinion, YouTube is huge. Okay, if you're not already on YouTube, if you don't have a YouTube channel, you should definitely get a YouTube channel. Obviously if you follow Gary Vee, he talks about how Snapchat is essentially going mainstream here in the next year or so, like Facebook mainstream. A lot of people don't talk a whole lot about Facebook, or not Facebook, but Snapchat. A lot of people think that Snapchat's just for 16 and 17 year olds and the earlier generation, but that's changing essentially. from what a lot of experts are saying. And it's not just Snapchat, but there's a lot of different social media channels and digital marketing avenues, stuff like that. So with that said, I want to go ahead and just type in content marketing in here, okay, and just see what the trend is over time. Okay, so starting into 2013, 2012, 2013, it really just started to take off. And just in the last few years, content marketing over time, it's starting to get obviously a lot more popular, and it's becoming more mainstream, and more people are doing content marketing, kind of like what I was just talking about. And more people are starting to realize how important content marketing is. And you can come back to the Google Trends tool and just mark and monitor this over time. And if you're doing this in your business, if you do this now, while your competition is just saying buy, you're really gonna obviously be ahead of the competition. Now, a lot of people that I personally know in my square of influence within online marketing and digital marketing, a lot of people do content marketing and provide value. But if you're not already doing this as a main part of your marketing strategy, you need to be doing this, okay? Because when you come back here, several months down the line, more than likely you're going to see this, trend. You just keep going up and up and up, if not become, a sideways trend, kind of like how it was here. It just wasn't as popular, okay? So the next thing, if I go ahead and type in like YouTube, for instance, YouTube, obviously it took off here in, whatever it was, it launched in 2005. Over time, whoever got started in YouTube around this time, definitely got to ride the wave as it was going up in the trend. And now it's basically like a sideways trend now, meaning that, hasn't really necessarily went up or down. It's just kind of, mainstream now. It's just kind of, it is what it is. I mean, it's YouTube, okay? I'm not necessarily sure if this is going to keep going up or whatever, but that this is something that you want to get on if you're not already a part of YouTube, okay? Here was basically, the peak of YouTube, right around in this area when it kind of started to level out, which was in 2011, okay? And that was only a few years ago, so you definitely need to jump on YouTube for sure in 2016, 2017 and beyond, because you're going to position yourself in a really good position, okay? The next thing I want to kind of go over is Snapchat. Oops, spelled that wrong. Snapchat. Okay, so here is Snapchat. It took off here around in 2013, and it's basically just been going up and up and up and up and up. Obviously, there might be a little dip right here, but it's gonna keep going up, believe me. All right, from the various research that I've done and predictions and things like that, Snapchat is going to continually, be going up, all right? And if you, want to know how you can potentially market to your ideal customer on Snapchat, I did do a video on that on my YouTube channel here somewhere. I might link that up. But, just go to YouTube and research, Snapchat marketing. Look up what, stuff that Gary Vaynerchuk's talking about, okay? And start figuring out how potentially you could start integrating Snapchat maybe into your business model, to take advantage of the trend that's happening here. Okay, you can obviously see that it's going up, and you want to jump on this, as soon as possible. So I want to type in something else here. It's just kind of random, but I think it's kind of important, because whenever you hear of new income generating strategies online, I kind of like to just research them and put them in the Google Trends tool to see where it's going, okay? So anytime that you're, looking up maybe a digital marketing strategy, or you want to see where, maybe a social media is going, or certain, social media brands going or something like that, you can obviously put it in Google Trends. But sometimes, people, if you're into digital marketing or online marketing, or, making money online, you hear of all these ways to potentially generate an income on the internet. And one of them is, Amazon's really big right now. A lot of people are generating income on Amazon. And if you type in Amazon FBA, which is fulfilled by Amazon, essentially meaning that you can get a ton of items that you could resell on Amazon. You can basically put them into a box, ship them into Amazon, and then Amazon will hold them for you and then ship them out for you when you sell those items. And I've been hearing a lot about Amazon FBA lately, fulfilled by Amazon, and I put this in the Google Trends tool, and I thought this is really interesting how it was just going basically, it was going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and here, and then 2015 and 2016, it's just like whoosh, like straight up, So I don't know. This is kind of like a random topic to put in here a little bit, but I encourage you to just use the Google Trends tool to see what's kind of trending in 2016 and what you could potentially be doing and taking advantage of, before it really hits mainstream, if you will. Okay, so something to just kind of recap a little bit, something that I'm doing definitely in 2016 and that I'm hitting hard on is content marketing. Okay, growing my YouTube channel, doing Facebook posts, interacting with people on different social media platforms, on my blog, maybe even an email, things like that. And if you've got some employees, obviously if you're running a company, then get hands-on with some of your your customers, your ideal clients, and stuff like that, and show them how much you care, provide value to them versus just trying to sell them something right up front, and then they'll know, like, and trust you and want to buy from you even that much more. All right, so that's just my input on what some things and some trends going on in 2016 as far as digital marketing. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think is going to be trending in 2016. Maybe some comments on what I was talking about in this video. Some things I probably have left out, which I know I totally left out a lot. But yeah, just drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts about what you think is trending in 2016, maybe what you're doing right now, and I'll see you in the next video.